11 years ago, the Florida State Seminoles had their best season in program history, going 14-0 and winning a national championship behind redshirt freshman quarterback and Heisman winner Jameis Winston. Of course, through all his triumph and controversy during his days at Tallahassee, we all knew and loved famous Jameis. Flash forward to 2024 and Florida State is offering a scholarship to a 4-star player with a familiar last name. Jonah Winston, the class of 2026 standout, has a long list of Division I offers, and whether he follows in his brother's footsteps and goes to FSU is unknown. But what is known is that he's an elite-level college prospect with a chance to make an impact at this level and even become the next big thing. It's even been said by some inside the Winston family that Jonah is a much better athlete than Jameis was at the age of 16. I went on YouTube and could not find an extensive video on Jonah Winston's story, so guess what? I'm here to do everyone a favor. If you don't know who I am, I'm Saturday Shenanigans, and I post amazing college football content all off season long. Feel free to subscribe so you never miss out on another upload. Alright, I'm going to cue his highlights, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Jonah Winston was born in Bessemer, Alabama on August 14th, 2008. Making him 14 years younger than big bro Jameis. His parents, Loretta and Antoner, were both natives of the state. Antoner was a standout athlete in high school, receiving an offer to play cornerback at Michigan State. But unfortunately, due to academic issues, he never got to live out the Division I dreams, and he made sure that his kids would not make the same mistake he did. Antoner was known around his community as being a great leader, coach, and dad. That's what ultimately propelled both of his sons to high success. Jonah had pads on since the day he could walk, but he also enjoyed basketball and baseball as a child. He even had dreams of becoming an MLB player one day, as his nickname from family and friends was Young Jeter. But as Jonah got to watch his brother's story unfold, he seemed to take more interest in football. Here's a picture of young Jonah in the arms of Jameis after FSU's 2013 national championship victory. This is what the entire family looked like after the 2015 draft night, where Jameis was selected first overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For Jonah, this must have been extremely inspiring and eye-opening. Since his own brother did it, it gave him a sense of faith that he could too get to the pros. Plus, he saw firsthand the extra work that it took to get there, which would be a valuable tool down the road. Not to mention the access to connections, facilities, and extra training that comes with having your big bro play in the NFL. But this is nothing taken away from Jonah Winston, because nothing was handed to him. He obviously had to work relentlessly if he wanted to reach the highest level. At the age of 8, Jonah decided he was going to set himself on making it to the league. Jonah played part of his peewee ball in Bessemer before the Winstons moved to Hoover, just 25 minutes east of his birth town. Hoover is way bigger than Bessemer, with a population of 92,000 compared to only 25,000, giving more opportunity for this hopeful star, more wealth, better athletes, coaching, and more. Jonah enrolled into Hoover High School during the fall semester of 2022. His team was coming off a 2021 season where they finished as the 4th best team in the state and the 33rd overall in the country. At this time, Jonah stood at just over 5'7" with electric quickness and speed. Not having just one position on the field, he played quarterback, wide receiver, corner, and more. As mentioned before, we knew he was good, but no one expected him to start game 1 of the season at quarterback. He became the first player in his school's history to do so, which is unbelievable. Although that was the only game he really made an impact at QB, 5 completions on 8 attempts, because after week 1, he was moved all around the field, as expected. On the season, he had 2 rushing touchdowns on 12 carries, plus over 100 receiving yards on 10 yards per catch, to go along with another score. Yes, these aren't huge numbers, but just remember, this was on a top 5 team in the state of Alabama. I cover plenty of top players on this channel who don't even play varsity their freshman year. And the fact that the coaching staff was comfortable enough to throw him at 3 different positions says enough. 2023, in between Jonah's freshman and sophomore football season, is where things got busy. During this time, he was dominating on the baseball diamond, but also going on unofficial recruiting visits to top Division I programs. Before the month of January had even ended, he drew official offers from Alabama, Texas A&M, Marshall, and Troy. In March, Jonah made a special visit to Florida State that turned into a family homecoming. Jameis and other family members went along, relived the glory days, and spoke to head coach Mike Norvell. At the end of it, Jonah snagged an offer from the Seminoles to play quarterback, according to his father. Jonah was asked about the experience. He said, quote, "Coach Norvell made it clear that it wasn't about my brother, it was about me. When he said it, the whole room erupted. Everybody was happy," end quote. Gaining these offers at such a young age is going to be beneficial to Jonah. He spoke about it saying, quote, "I can have fun in what I'm doing. I can make the work not about me trying to get stressed about what I need, but for me to have fun so I can get better at my craft," end quote. More followed after FSU, including Auburn, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and most famously, Colorado and Coach Prime. Fall of 2023 comes around, and it's time for sophomore year. Although Hoover football saw a significant drop-off as a team, collecting 7 losses, Jonah Winston had a great season. His official stat line hasn't been published by the school, but he earned second-team All-State honors as a quarterback and a wide receiver. In 2024, Jonah, now standing at 5'10", 155 pounds, is a 4-star recruit, according to 24/7 Sports. His position is still unknown, as he's labeled an athlete. He's been taking reps this offseason under center and at wideout. In March of this year, he received another offer, this time from head coach Gus Malzahn and the UCF Knights of the Big 12. At the time of this upload in June, Jonah has been performing well in 7-on-7 camps all offseason. Going forward, the scary part is that he has so much room to get better. First, he's most likely not done growing, expected to reach 6 foot or greater. Second, he can add mass to that frame, ideally being 185 or above by the time his senior year comes around, to be able to withstand more hits from high-level athletes. Finally, we know that sophomore to junior year is where high schoolers make the biggest jump in their athletic career. As long as Jonah stays level and keeps his head down, the best is still yet to come. This is exactly the mentality he has. Jonah said, quote, "My dad told me, you're not done yet. These offers are not for you. It's from God. Until I start going up north and getting Michigan and other big-time schools, then that's my work. Right now, I haven't done nothing yet. Just gotta keep working," end quote. I wish Jonah Winston the best of luck throughout the rest of his high school career and continuing at the next level in college. And just remember, I'm the first one to make a video on him, so hopefully when he's the next big thing and blows up in about 4 or 5 years, y'all come back to this one. Thank you so much for reaching the end of the video. Since you made it this far, you might as well smack that like button, go comment your thoughts, and share with your best friend. I've been Saturday Shenanigans, your home for unfiltered college football content, and I'll see you guys soon.